Don't know where the sound is. That's probably picking up my microphone, but I don't think it's. I did sort of think on the last stream it didn't have any sound. I'll see if that's got anything to do with the microphone. Who knows? If it hasn't, then I'll just come off the stream. I think if it's got no sound again, it must be something to do with YouTube. I think. I don't know where the Well, I can hear myself now. Dozy old git. Now we obviously want to hear sound of the cars. Voice obviously don't matter, but it should have game sound. I don't know why it hasn't got any. No, I didn't. I wasn't going to have the microphone on. It's just I was going to play the these new Formula E. I did say I wasn't going to get these, but I couldn't help myself. Yeah, I did hear an echo because I had it on the laptop, so you could hear me repeating. I was wondering if it had any sound, any car, any sounds from the game. That's obviously the most important. Oh, you dirty git, come back. So is there game sounds? Forget the voice, I know that was working because I heard it, but if there's any game sounds. I don't see why oh git. I don't see why the game sound should be linked with the microphone. I wouldn't have thought that would have mattered. Today I'm using my Nvidia Shield tablet. It's Android. I vowed I would never get any of these Formula E cars, and I've ended up buying both of them. I'm going to turn that microphone off again to see if that's got anything to do with the game sounds itself. I'm sure it shouldn't. I don't see why it would have anything to do with that. Turn this microphone off. Right, so you can't just stream without the microphone in. That sounds a bit crap. What was the... I've done about 3 or 4 before. I think I had it on around about there somewhere. I got a little headset. I don't know if that'll be better or if that would cut everything out. I've got no idea where this new track goes. None whatsoever, virtually. Yeah, I mean, you've got the option of microphone or not, but I would have thought there would be a separate thing from if you want to talk over it or not, or just have the game playing. Seems weird that you can... It's like your voice and the game, or nothing. I don't know how much battery this thing's got. I've done one of these the other day on the season 4 Formula E, one of these races, and I run out of battery. Hey man, I'm streaming. I'm streaming. I told you, I'm not interested in the blood tennis or anything. Don't like tennis. Shit game. Might as well tell me about cricket. Wimbledon. Boring. I'm still here, you know. Moaning your head off out there. She does a lot of game of tennis, that girl. Tennis, load of old shit. Been on all bleeding day. I can still have tea out here, don't worry about that. Go ahead, ask her a question. Two laps, is it 10 per lap? It needs to be. How do you think England did in the World Cup? Disappointed. I don't ever want to watch a game of football ever again. Croatia weren't a very good team. We seem to play well first half every game, but not put any team to bed like we should do. We need a midfielder who's got some vision. We haven't got one. That's the problem. Who we got? Henderson, hopeless. I think they've done better than what everyone expected them to do though. They're only a young team, but we haven't got the personnel to win it. I reckon France will thrash Croatia in the final. France are a good side, definitely. I like Southgate. I think Southgate's an excellent manager. He done. I mean, to be fair, it was a really easy draw. We had an easy group. We had an easy knockout. I mean, Colombia. I mean, they ain't no bloody good anyway, are they? A ridiculously easy group. So there's no way we should never have not got out of that group. Colombia, not a good team. Struggled, beat them on penalties. And Sweden are always hopeless. And then we played Croatia, who at the beginning of the tournament didn't look bad, but no world beaters. I mean, they ain't going to win it, that's for sure. You've got all the teams on there. I don't think there's actually many good footballers in the world these days. If you take Ronaldo and Messi out of it, there's hardly any talent in world football. Nothing like it used to be not even years ago, even just a few years ago. Look at the brilliant players that have been. Neymar, I think he's a complete knob. Do not like Neymar at all. Brazil would be better off if they didn't even have him in the team, I reckon. He loves himself so much. He has to try and beat people, take a shot on himself, and he'll have 7 chances, might score one. A decent team player would pass it and they might score 3. Him, so big-headed and so loves himself, and he's got to be the biggest cheat in football these days. Neymar, absolute knobhead, can't stand him. But I mean, the decent players, you've got like Hazard, good player. Again, he just loves cheating, throws himself all the time. Who else is there? The players I've got respect for are players like Modric. Classy player, good, true professional. None of that diving crap and all that all the time. Just a genuinely good player, Modric. If England had a player like Modric, we'd have had a chance of winning it. That's what you need. You need a classy midfielder, which we haven't got. Not many people have, actually. You got Brazil. My favourite Brazilian player is the left back. Plays for Real Madrid. He's got to be the best left back in the world by a mile. Like him, I like Willian from Chelsea. Excellent player. Can't stand Neymar. And this new bloke, Fred, that Man United bought, he never even got in the team once. So I've not got a lot of hope for Man United for this season. They've got a Brazilian who don't get in a Brazil team. They've had a couple of terrible Brazilians in the past. It's like people here seem to think if you're Brazilian, then you've got to be a good footballer. Well, Man United seem to find some right crap Brazilian footballers. Kleberson, hopeless. Anderson, hopeless. This Fred could well be another hopeless one. The other weird thing about Brazilian footballers, the ones like Neymar, they seem to be right high priority you know, meant to be really, really good players, but they seem to last for about 2 or 3 years, and then they go fat, overweight. They must get done with drinking, drugs or something or other, because they all seem to go down the same route. They seem to be brilliant for 2 or 3 years, then they're absolute garbage and fat, unfit. Not say the old Ronaldo, Rivaldo, Ronaldinho. Also, there's so many big names that don't seem to oh, it's weird. They seem to it all seems to go to their head. Mind you, at least they don't go mad like that bloody Maradona thing. That is a nutcase, that Maradona, isn't it? That has got to be one drugged up. He's just a fruitcake, isn't he? He's like a 11-year-old rich kid. So childish. Croatia got 0 chance of beating France, I'd have said. 0. France are sort of arrogant, but they sort of deserve to be, because they are a classy side, France. France are probably, I would say, are the best side in the World Cup, I reckon. Yeah, but you say about like Man United still got time to sign players. Who can they sign? I mean, all the players that they've been linked with, like Perisic and Milinkovic Savic and stuff, I don't think they're any good anyway. They're nothing like, you know, say 5 years ago when you could have signed somebody like, you know, Modric or something. They're nowhere near as good as that. I wouldn't play CSR2 if you paid me. A stupid looking game. I say that because I've never played it, but it's just the concept of it. Drag racing, got no interest whatsoever. I think you've got to like the idea of a game first before you can actually try and get into it, ain't you? Yeah, but I think Belgium, to be honest, were... I mean, there weren't a lot between Belgium and France, was there? I think France just had that... France had that belief that they were going to win, and Belgium were hoping they was going to win. Yeah, GT Racing 2 is not bad. Nothing is as good as this game, is it? What about the new project? There's the Project Cars is coming onto mobile soon. It's called Project Cars Go. Well, actually, I say soon. I don't know when it is, but I do know that there's a Project Cars Go is in the pipeline to be released for mobile. And if that comes out, that could be a serious... Second, what a rip-off. That could be a serious contender for Real Racing 3. He's had the market for so long, innit? PES 2018. What's PES 2018, Matthew? What's all that? Is that sounds like a football game. Did it or did it not? It did. England was so cocky before game, but then Croatia destroyed them. I live in Belgium, will destroy them. Hello, Victor. Well, I think if you put any decent World Cup team from the last 20 years, they would all wipe the floor with everybody who's in it this time. I don't think there's a decent team in it. France are obviously the best, but... So, well, mind you, Belgium are pretty rounded, aren't they? Belgium have got some good players. Belgium just lacks something. I don't really know what it is. They just sort of lack something, but... I don't know what. Don't really know what. I mean, they've got a great goalkeeper, good defence, brilliant front line. It must be the midfield. Oh yes, the midfield, isn't it? They've got that bloody Witzel Spitzel, whatever his name is, who looks like a short version of Fellaini, and they've got Fellaini, who is useless. So if Belgium had, for argument's sake, Pogba and the other friend, I can't think, Matuidi. If you had, say, Matuidi, or if you had Kante and Pogba, if they were sort of, born or eligible to play in Belgium, then Belgium would have walked it. Belgium definitely is their midfielder lets them down. Any team, if Fellaini gets in your team, there's something wrong with your team, isn't there? It's the midfield. It's the midday. Like all teams need a balance, don't they? And that's why France are doing the best, because they've got the best balanced team out of everywhere. We've got a good defence, excellent goalie, but midfield is good, and the front are good. Their only weakness, I would think, France. Their only weakness is Giroud. Is their only weakness. Corner? What corner? I mean, with an engine like Kante has got, he's brilliant. He's just a workaholic, Kante. You got the creativity of Pogba. You got Griezmann, who's excellent. Mbappe, of course, he's a rising star. So the only crap one, well, yeah, sort of crap one really, is Giroud, and he'd get in most teams anyway. He's certainly as good as Benzema for Real Madrid. So France, in my opinion anyway, France are definitely the most, they've got high class players in every position, whereas Belgium are lacking the midfield, which is why France beat them, I reckon. Croatia, you got, I think the only decent player Croatia have got is Modric. Modric would get in every single team in the world. He is excellent, Modric. But then you got that Mandzukic up front. He's hopeless. I know he scored against England, but as centre forwards go, he's certainly nowhere near the top level. Don't know hardly anyone. I'll tell you what, I didn't. Oh no, I think. You know Matic, who plays for Man United, is he Croatian or Serbian? Because they all end in itch, don't they? Serbians and Croatians all end in itch. Maybe he's Serbian. But anyway, out of that team, the only decent player I think they've got is Modric. Don't rate Perisic, think he's garbage. Yeah, they did, didn't they? I'll agree with that. Isaac, Colombia. They were by far the dirtiest team in the whole event. Suppose if you've got no talent, you've got to try and win some other way, ain't you? They tried to kick their way through the tournament. Simon, are you Croatian by any chance? You saying they're good? I don't think they're good at all. They played pretty well earlier in the tournament. They played very early in the group stage. They played really well against somebody, but I mean, I saw every single game of that World Cup. I didn't miss one of them. But Croatia, to me, they're like a bit better version of Sweden, who ain't very good either. If you take Modric out of Croatia, that'd be terrible. They probably wouldn't get out of the group stage. Fine player that boy is. Well, it's not coming home anyway. I don't know if it'll ever come home. I've never witnessed England winning a World Cup. I'd love to witness it before I die at some point, which probably ain't going to be long. Yeah, only Modric. There's Rakitic. Rakitic, I'd say he's an average player for a Spanish league or Premiership. He's no star. Rakitic, he's alright, but he's nothing special. Brozovic, even worse. Perisic, ridiculously overrated. Don't rate you. There's so much talk about Perisic. He's worth 100 million euros, I think. He's worth about 10p. What is it called? You most want to be added to Real Racing 3. To be honest, I can't think of any. We've got far too many cars already. Far too many. I wish they'd just scrub this game now and start Real Racing 4. Because this game is just... you go round and round the same old track. I mean, if they brought out Real Racing 4, although you still at the same tracks, it would actually look different. The signage would be different, and it'd be... you know, the physics of it would change a little bit. I would think. Perisic is not garbage. England is JBC, whatever that means. Probably swearing, I would imagine, but I don't know. Elimination rules the nation. But all these cars are just the new cars that come out, and they like the new Brabham. Well, it's the first Brabham. I don't know if it's the first Brabham ever. Because I obviously know they make Formula cars, but what new variation of customisation, vinyls? Who said they're going to change it? I wish they did. I can easily spend hours doing customising. They just added some things like different fonts and a colour picker and stuff, and then limit it to 100, not 50. I'd be well happy. I'm not liking this to start here. Might be a bit. Might be a bit touch and go here, whether I'm going to do this, I think. No, I'll be alright. Let's see how fast he came out of that corner. I'll be alright then. This new one's got that cockpit like the Formula 1 cars, isn't it? With that protection thing over the cockpit. Doesn't it look horrible? Where is it? Don't know if any of you use the cockpit version. This. Who's nicked me track? Can't see where I'm going or anything. It actually brings a bit more realism to it, I think, to be honest. Just looks so weird. Don't know if any of you are watching the Goodwood Festival of Speed, are you? On the on Facebook, they're live all day. Some lovely cars on there. Absolutely every different sort of car you could ever wish to see on that Goodwood Festival of Speed. I don't think the season 4 cars got this, is it? I noticed it on here, but I don't know. Actually, I think the cockpit view is quite nice on the season 4. It definitely hasn't got this stupid thing over your head. Very strange. Go on, if you've got a question, chuck it away. Someone's writing foreign there, I've got no idea what that says. Someone might be able to translate it. Let me see if I can work it. Now, I'm gonna have a pidgin English translation. I'm gonna guess what it says. No place. Hrvatska. Now I saw that Hrvatska thing on their shirts, so I think that is Croatia. No place like no place like home, Croatia. I've got a parka jacket, not some sushi old crap. Laughing me arse off like you. That's what I'm guessing. Definitely Croatian. Has that sound gone again? No, there's only 3 of us in the team I'm in, and we just all we ever go for is the all we ever go for is the bonus gold, or we go for top 500 or top 1000 in the pedaling team. But we all race about maybe 4 or 5 hours each, but we all sort of rely on each other because we all know we'll all do the same thing. Everyone else who ever comes in a team just doesn't race the same as we do. So it's not my team, it's I'm in a team with SJ and Dean Canachero. Some of you might know who's the governor of the customisations. Dean Canachero, the god of the vinyls, is known as the Vinyl King. He's a, I think he used to be a graphic designer or something in like real life. So he's obviously got some good artistry built in him, like in his professional life, and he can bring that to the game. And I know he has said to me before, he said what he likes about the vinyls on the game is like the challenge of doing something really good with, you know, such a limited amount of things that you can use. Obviously only 50 vinyls, and there's a limited sort of amount of shapes that you've got as well. Not like a lot of the games where you'd like have things like half moon shapes and stuff like that, which would make it a lot easier. Jozo, ho ho, Bolly English is Croatia. I've at Real Racing 3. There's always one comes up with it. Congratulations. You hack it, mate. You enjoy it. You enjoy yourself. Do what you like. I don't mind. I used to have a thing about people hacking Real Racing 3. It used to really annoy me, but these days don't annoy me at all. You want to hack it? You enjoy yourself. You go do it. I must admit, I've been playing this game since it started, when it came out really, which was 4 or 5 years ago now. And now if I had another card game came up, same as it, say like there was a card game just like this, I didn't know anything about it whatsoever, would I be tempted to go and hack it? Too right I would. Because I wouldn't want to go and start again and do like another 5 years for 5 years and go through this again. I wouldn't fancy that whatsoever. I think you mean Croatia being chumps, don't you? Rather than champs. You better hope and pray Modric don't injure himself. If Modric injures himself before that final, you might as well not even bother turning up. If he does turn up, you've got a slim chance. If you don't turn up, you've got no chance. You've got Bob Hope and no hope. So the Croatian fans seem pretty good though. They played England at Wembley a few years ago in I think it was a friendly. Might be the qualifying. But they played England anyway. A few years ago, and I was driving through City of London, round by Big Ben and Houses of Parliament and Trafalgar Square, like proper in the city. And Croatians, they was everywhere. They was jumping about in all on the statues and that. There seemed like about 10 million of them. But they was all in good spirits and stuff, and what good bunch of fans they were. Well, I better have a little tap up of a couple of these, I think. I could run out of juice on here and all, couldn't I? Some miserable bit chasing me and all now. I hate this chicane. Times I clump that chicane. Excuse me. Good knobber. Oh, I can see myself getting pitted here. Using this throttle so much, it's like to run out. What are we all going to do when the football's finished then? It's been a wonderful spectacle. I think this is what really sort of riles me sometimes with America. And they come out with, it's the World Series and the World this and the World that. Well, the only country that bloody blows this stupid bleaking sport, wherever they go on about. At least for the World Cup, it is a proper World Cup because everybody, every single country, and even some of the islands go in it. I was looking at the qualifications, and America didn't get in it, but I think. And they was in the same sort of qualifying as things like Panama and that. They must be terrible at football. I saw that it was like on the group for qualifications. It was like British Virgin Islands, the US Virgin Islands. Actually, every single place you can think of in the world tried to qualify for the World Cup. Now that is a proper world event. None of that crappy basketball and all that, well not basketball, it's stupid, well, that's shit as well, but baseball, and they call that World Series. There's only one country goes in it. How is that possibly a World Series? I could have the World Series of who cuts my grass the best. I'm the only one that does it. I'd win it every time. I better come off the gas here a little bit, I think. I'll start coasting a little bit. I mean, I could have World Championship cutting my grass, couldn't I? Ain't my fault no one else goes in it. Oh, I'm going to struggle to get round here, I think. I think I've used too much throttle. I've got 3 laps left yet. And this, when it goes back up, when you come off the throttle, it doesn't exactly climb up very much, does it? If you use your gas, it gobbles it like there's no tomorrow. You come off it, it goes up 0.1. What use is that? Oh, I definitely ain't going to do this, am I? I could drive about like Miss Daisy here. I think I've used too much. I thought this used about 10 per lap. Basketball is okay. Basketball? Yeah, but no one... There's so many countries don't take basketball seriously. There's only America who's got basketball with proper, real high profile, high paid athletes playing it. Oh, I've got no chance in doing this, have I? Oh, I'm going to get caught by old Jojo, and old Jojo's going to have me. Old Jojo, he's eyed me up, he's gone, aye aye, look at him up there, a dodgy old git. He's got no battery. Well, I don't know, I've done pretty well on there, haven't I? Oh, down to 8. Oh, he's right behind me now. What a stupid event is this. Go away. Oh, you miserable git. Whoa, might be alright. Panic over. Oh, you managed that beautifully. Give yourself a big star. Whoa, luscious. Well done, that man. Well done, thoroughly deserved. I hope this hasn't got one of them stupid 18 lap races like the season 4 did. There was an 18 lap race in, where was that? That New York thing. I've not seen that luckily so far. I just hope it doesn't come up at all in this series. Who says we was cocky? No, we was never cocky. We were... I mean, that whole thing, every single World Cup England's in, and the Euros to be fair, we always try and get excited. It's coming home, and all that sort of stuff. We try and do that because it's part of the ride. How many people actually believe it's coming home? It's probably less than 10%. I did, I must admit. I honestly thought we was going to win a World Cup. Because more than anything else was that I don't think there's any decent teams in the World Cup compared with years gone by. I mean, some of the teams that have been, some of the Italian teams and Dutch teams and who are both not in it this time. So it shows, doesn't it? There's no Italy, no Holland, who are historically fantastic teams, and yet you've got shocking teams like Panama, Tunisia, who's the other one? Arab Emirates or something or other, one of that lot, one of them Middle Eastern teams, hopeless. And yet, you know, with if you look at some of the past teams, with Italy, and even the French team, and France when they had Laurent Blanc as their centre back. I mean, France was so good that nobody realised they had one of the worst goalkeepers in the world in that Fabien Barthez. He joined Man United. He was useless. He single-handedly cost Man United so many games, it was ridiculous. He was just a shockingly bad goalkeeper. But in the World Cup, nobody realised that because France was so good that they just had the ball all the time. They were just attacking every single team. So you didn't actually realise their goalie was rubbish. And Brazil, to be fair, have done that a few times as well. Brazil have had players in their team that are crap, but they've got, say, 8 fantastic players. That the one is crap, you don't actually realise he's crap because he's surrounded by so many other good players. Like you can hide a bit, really. Yeah. So anyway, the teams that in this current World Cup aren't of the highest quality, and England have got, you know, a good youth team coming through. They ain't any by any stretch of the imagination the finished article, but they had nothing really to fear because there's no brilliant teams in the World Cup. So that's why I thought we might win. But you know, none of them lot have got any bad scars from, you know, in the past and stuff. And all our youth teams are all world champions from under 18, under 19, under 20. All of them are world champions. So it's, you know, things are looking good. Look at Germany, finished bottom of their group. Whoever would have believed that? I mean, that was the best thing about the World Cup for me. Germany coming bottom of their group. I mean, that was almost as good as England winning the World Cup for me. Germany getting knocked out and straight home and stuff. Ha ha! When you think about like the Euros 2 years time, or the next World Cup even in 4 years time, you got you've got England, who are, I don't know if they was the youngest team in the World Cup, but certainly one of the youngest. They're going to be good 2 years time and 4 years time, going to be good. You've got things like Croatia, who won't have Modric in it, so they're going to be average. Germany have got an ageing side. Not a lot of talent really in Germany anymore, I don't think. France will still be good. Brazil are always good, aren't they, to be fair. You never know, Scotland or Wales might even get in a World Cup at some point. Slovenia, I mean, you got no chance, have you? Or have you? I mean, whoever would have thought that countries with a real small population like Belgium and Holland would produce so many good players? Tiny countries, tiny population, produce loads of players, and you get the might of America, got millions and millions and millions of people. and they can't even qualify ahead of teams like Panama. Which is good. I'm glad America don't actually take football seriously. Because if they did, they would probably be better than anybody else on the planet, wouldn't they, to be fair? If America decided they're going to take football seriously, I bet it wouldn't be long before they were world champions. Got such a large resource, fantastic, huge population with fantastic climate. They could really be world champions at anything they wanted to be at. I watched a bit of that Forza the other day, or was it Forza Horizon? I think I watched on YouTube, and I thought, oh, this looks good. This looks right up my street. And then he started going just across some desert, crashing through cactuses and great big dips in the road, big holes, straight through lakes and stuff. And I thought, it's stupid. Might be fun, but it's not any shape or form realistic. It's bloody stupid. He was going across in like a normal car, doing like whatever, 150 mile an hour across a desert, across ditches, and car didn't slow down, just skid there. For well, you don't need to. You certainly don't need to be able to drive a car to go on that stupid thing. Quite annoying, really. I thought myself for the first couple of minutes, thought, oh, this is a bit of me, I think I might like this game. Until he went off track. I've gone through this whole series in the red. I've not had to service the car once yet. I adjusted the opposition a little bit on the speed snap right near the beginning. It's coming home, it's coming, football's coming home. I'll have to put that away in the old closet now for two years now. Oh, someone said there, who's going to win, Belgium or England? Who cares? I don't know if I'll even watch the game, to be honest. You mean you're playing for third place or fourth place? I can imagine they're going to put whoever's not played in the World Cup so far is definitely starting, without a shadow of a doubt. He might still stick Kane in if there's. He might stick Kane in because he's obviously going for the golden boot, or whatever they call it. But the anyone else who hasn't played much will definitely get it. What I really should have done, that Sterling against who did we play? Yeah, Croatia. Against Croatia, he put Sterling up front on the right hand side and just left him to just sit on that last defender. If you'd have given Rashford the same opportunity to play exactly the same as that, all you got to do is start there, wait for the ball, we're going to roost the ball up, you try and run past the defender and score. If you'd done it with Rashford, we would have won that comfortably. Sterling cannot score to save his life. He is useless. He can beat defenders with speed, he can get in a position, no problem at all. But then he can't score, so what's the point of him going in that position in the first place? Give it to Rashford, who's just as quick as Sterling, or even probably quicker, and he can score. I think they'll look back on that as an opportunity missed. What have we got on here? I love driving a Tomahawk. What game's he playing? GT5. No, don't care. England against Belgium, don't care. Don't care if we win or lose. Couldn't care any less. Which game is better? Real Racing 3 versus Need for Speed No Limits. Real Racing 3 by a million miles. See you, Isaac. What are you on here? Speed Snap. Only a bit to go. How far do I need to go? I think I'll just adjust them a little bit. We'll see what I can get, if that's going to come down or not. We always seem to have players like that, don't we? Like Sterling's good for Man City. He wasn't. He was hopeless for Liverpool. 112. Is that going to come down, I wonder? 111. But we used to have that with Gerrard, didn't we? Played brilliant for Liverpool, crap for England. Lampard, he was the same. He wasn't very good for England. Not like he was for Chelsea. Well, this has been a pretty quick series. This only started this about 3 hours ago. I did when it opened. I'd done all the upgrades. What's millions of adverts? And there's a couple of adverts that really get on your nerves when you get the same advert over and over and over and over. I find it more frustrating than losing on the game. Gran Turismo Sport I'd go for a PS4. It's not as good as Gran Turismo 6 though. Project Cars is probably, the original Project Cars is probably pretty cheap, isn't it now? Don't you worry, I'm going to take you on a corner in a minute. In a minute, not yet. No, not yet. Right, next one I'm going to have you right now. Warned you, didn't listen. See, we got that idiot Trump in Britain today. People protesting everywhere, like everywhere he ever goes. There's a good headline today. The Queen was walking along with that idiot. Got the lady and the tramp. Well, he also motorbike and half that was. I wonder if Holland and Italy will do good when they come back into the Euros and the World Cup next, because because they've declined, they're sort of an unknown quantity again now. What's happening with this game? Is it going off? Right, last one then. Melbourne. 6 laps. Finish the race by coasting to recharge your battery. Full brake assists are off. Oh look, she's crushing about in there doing something or other. Trump is. I've got no idea what them symbols are. Trump is. Looks like smiley faced pups. Isn't it funny how everyone seems to hate Trump? How did he ever get in? I don't see how he even got in. Everyone hates him that I know of. I suppose Americans must love him because they voted him in, but... Mind you, he's up against the wife of another ex-president, so... Maybe because he had no competition. People didn't realise what a knob end he is, I suppose. Right, so this looks like I've got 10 per lap here. I bet he knocks that old bird of his about, old Ivana Trump, whatever her name is, I bet he knocks her about all over the place. She always got the old police around there. He's hit me again. All I've done was knock his wig off. Don't know if I should be going faster than this somehow. We're about to meet back markers, aren't we? Well, that used more than 10. And I cracked about like an old bird. We won the election due to go round that corner. The system that election works. I don't really know what that means. Does that mean he won fair and square, or did he win because it's like a strange way that you do your elections there? I don't really know what that means. I think he won because he didn't have any competition. Which is really what was going back about why I felt England had a good chance of winning the World Cup, because there's not a lot of competition. And why France will win the World Cup, again, because there's not a lot of competition. If Brazil slung out Neymar and they had to become more of a team, they would have had a better chance of winning that. And people normally love Brazil. Like all other countries, they love, like Brazil is always their second favourite team. If you know, say if you're like our mate Simon and me, Slovenia or Slovakia, is he? Slovenia, isn't he? So he would want Slovenia to win if they ever qualified for the World Cup, that is. But if they weren't going to win it, he would probably want Brazil to win, because that would be his second favourite team. But it doesn't seem to happen much anymore. That diving and stuff that Neymar does, and he's such a big-headed tosser, it puts people off of supporting that team. Oh, I'm going to struggle a little bit here, I think. Well, there's no need to go past that quick, was it? I think the last lap seems to take less out of the car for some reason normally. That meter goes down less on the last bit. Well, I might be trying to kid myself for now. Russians ruined our country. Trying to read the thing here as I'm going through it actually going. Oops. I'll make sure I've got at least 10 for the final lap here. It's all looking good. It's all looking rosy. Just put that thing in the way a little bit more if you can. Oh no, you can't. It's impossible. Always going to go for it. Haha, got hold of that. I think I'm doing this race again. I don't think so. Online is well shit, isn't it? Well, that's another car in there. When's the next car? Next car's got to be the decent Merc, the 90 Merc, isn't it? What about the old 190s? Is that available, or have we got to do that in a special event? I can't remember. Because I saw somebody customise that the other day in the customisation group. And so I thought, maybe, why don't we just buy that thing? What are all these memes you're on about? I've got no idea what you're talking about. Guru Play Grid Auto Sport. That's only available on iOS, and I've got Android. I had it. I have actually got that on PlayStation Grid Auto Sport, and I found the AI on that to be ridiculously aggressive. They just seem to crash you the whole way around the track, it seems to me. But I've only seen it on iOS, and I haven't got iOS at all. Right, so I can put that thing in service. I'm definitely not doing none of that bloody zeros in it yet. Give me my new car. All done in the red. Yeah, a hideous car. Didn't seem as a chore as much as the season 4. That was a real chore getting through that. This didn't actually seem too bad. Dreadful car. So my garage now is I'm going to go and make myself a cup of tea. If any of you are still here in 5 or 10 minutes, then I'll see you then. If you're disappearing then, thanks for being with me. But I'll be back in 5 or 10 minutes. I'll go and got to make a cup of tea. Us English have to drink tea or we keel over. tea for you? Don't mind if I do. Wake me up, wake me up. Inside, can't wake up, wake me up. That must be a song, is it? Hey up, lad. Yorkshire tea. Ecky thump. 220, so I've still got 3 cars to get. So 2 of them works. What's the other one? Can't even remember what other car it is. Oh, is that middle of the range Pulse? When's that going to be? When's that going to be available? $1974. What's that? That's the old thing, isn't it? Where's the new one? I suppose it's right at the bloody end, isn't it? Of course it'll be at the end. I'm glad they're still adding Porsches though, because when they lost the licence to Porsche, I didn't think we'd get any more Porsches. So that's actually pretty good that we did. 14 Cayman. Where is the bloody thing? Boxster. I think that's a crap car, isn't it? 15, 16. Carrera S. Cayman S. Right, it's got to be. Deal, there's 100 of them, isn't there? Not that one. Not that one. Didn't even show the boxy thing. Right, so what have we got here? We've got right, it was in right at the beginning, wasn't it? Gotta be here. Right, so when's this starting? Come on in. Work. Ernest car by Complete Mercedes Evo 2 Championship. So when's that on then? Evo 2 Championship, or get it from August the 21st, and it's a long time. I don't think that's going to come out for a while yet. So how come someone's already customised that then? They must have fiddled the old clock on the game, mustn't they? Right, so we've got that Merc, the decent Merc, and the Porsche. Well, next event starts in 8 days. So is that for the, I don't know which one that's going to be. Oh, this stupid thing. Look at here, cheat, squiggle, cheat, and cover, cheat. 3 cheats together. Congratulations. You cannot do anything in this unless you are an out and out cheat. If you are not a cheat, you might as well not even bother attempting to try and win anything. Drive a little Zolo. Let's have a look. What's his name? Look at here. Drive non-stop junkies. So they actually drove nothing. Just a couple of cheats. All about old Squiggle. How much is he cheating? So typical, he's been penned. He'll be pending, won't he? No, he ain't. Where is he then? Squiggle. Yeah, oh yeah, he's pending. So, a cheat. Beat the heat. And make sure you get a cheat. Another cheat here. Oh, he don't cheat. He's a decent bloke. No, he's a cheat. Cobra. Where's Cobra? There he is. Another cheat. Don't know why I'm looking at them really. Really don't. Where are we? What we got? So 1990 Merc C11. That's a proper car, isn't it? Ask me, I was blocked for cheating. They see everything. Sauber Mercedes C11, yeah, proper one. Ah, so that's why I never know who you are. I always know you as Jay, but I never know you but as Argos, ever. Game ain't broken, is it? People just will find their way around how to cheat all games. They will just cheat anything. What the hell have I got on there? Oh, you can't bloody finger it on there either no more. Bloody hell, which card to use out of that lot? Does it really matter? Because you're only going to get bust up anyway, ain't you? Oh, someone disconnected straight away. I don't think the C11 is going to be any more expensive than this. No, it wasn't. The series... the last 2 Formula E cars we've just completed. The upgrade cost on them was, I thought, was astronomical. Well, there's no one in this, is there? So there's pointless being in this one. There's only 3 in it. And it'll be jumping all over the place, no doubt. One shout out, please. Thanks. Tobio? No, can't do it. Yeah, Ivan, I don't think it's going to be as dear as them Formula E's we've just done. They were ridiculous how dear they were. I used to do all the series and stuff, but here it never comes out here till 1 in the morning or 2 in the morning it starts, so I'm always a day behind most of the world because of the time it comes out, and I also then have to stay up till, you know, midnight and then do the videos, then upload them, and then and I'm a day behind everyone else anyway, so it's pretty pointless, I think. But you'll find people in this game just really want information anyway. They don't really want, I know like, because I always talk where most other people don't. It annoys a lot of people in the first place anyway. And people tend to want to watch videos on here of how to manipulate the game or how to cheat the game and all that sort of stuff, which is what I don't really do much. But that's what most people actually want, is to see how you can get as much as you can out of the game for doing as little as you can. What, now I don't know, I never understand how everyone bashes me off of this. Everyone seems to bash me off the track. And I don't know how to do it. I obviously, because I don't spend much time on it, I don't actually know what the trick is, how you crash someone else off. And don't get me wrong, if I knew how you do it, I would be doing it, but I just don't know how you do it. If I crash in the back of them, I always come off worse. If they come up the side of me, they will always knock me off. If I try and run clean, it doesn't seem to work either. I think to the Aston Martin's probably the best car, but who knows? Here, come over here. I'll tell you a secret. Go on then. Did we go up? We must have gone up being second. Must have gone up. 68, look at you go. Not the wrong car, but second to do me, Tommy. I reckon it'll be a joke. I want to tell a secret. Everyone's in suspense. What could it possibly be? He probably won't even reply. Oh, I'm at the front. And I'm at Speedway, and so this must be a flat out just a Speedway jobby then. Turbo King. I shoot in this game, but not like other shooters. I don't bash other shooters. Hey, Jose G, everyone says the old German. Jose German. Oh, he used to be in the same team as me many years. So a year ago, I'm getting smashed up again. I just get bashed up by everyone. He's gone across the grass. Ah, he's pathetic, isn't he? Oh, getting bashed up again. Oh, he's had a word with him. Sorted him right out. He's going to bash me up next, isn't he? Oh, he cocked it up, did he? Oh, it looks like I'm good for second again. I like a bit of second. Sure, this isn't. When I looked for him a little while ago, it looked like the Aston Martin should be the car, but I couldn't be bothered to scroll left. Yeah, what do you expect from a 14-year-old guy who doesn't have any money? I don't care. Second will do me. I don't care if I win or lose anyway. To start with, you can probably go up a few anyway, just come in second. I doubt you'll go down hardly ever. Up another 61. Up 61, so that means I was on 560. That's about right, isn't it? These are a lovely car in real life, aren't they? A Cobra. Or a Cobra. Hockenheim, that changed quick. I think that one with a star, he was the one that was... He won the last one, didn't he? And he's the one we're waiting for. Oh, I think I'm going to get bashed up something terrible on these corners on here. Well, I thought he went off track there. That looked to me, he's going off track all over the place. Oh, I was looking at. Ah, he's gone off. There's your luck, sucker. Ah. Oh, car's wandering. What's he doing? Well, a big old wander there. Oh, you dickhead. You'll probably come third anyway. That bloke who, with the start, he was on 800 odd, wasn't he? So he's going to go down quite a lot, unless he's already beat me anyway. You never know where you've come till the end, do you? Where's the one with the star? Down 38. Oh look, everyone's on 700 odd there, that's a bit unusual, isn't it? So I went up 108, so I was on 620. Kicked some arse there, Sonny, didn't you? Perhaps you should leave it at that. Go while the going's good. I reckon the other lot behind me must have had a good old squabble. Left me out on my own up the front. I was all bashing each other up around the circuit around. Well, that was pretty hideous. Get them pieces of crap out of the way. And that is typical. That happens to me all the time. And I got reduced penalty cut. I got bashed up. And I got punished for cutting a corner. Now that's the sort of thing I don't get how all that happens. I don't understand all that sort of stuff. Now I've got two dickheads, look. He's going to bash me up, no doubt. What state of that car? He ain't going to hold that, is he? Oh, he did. So how does this happen? See, I don't understand how all that happens. I just don't understand it. Don't care to say whether I win or lose, but I just don't understand how they do it. You got bashed up good and proper there, son. How much you go down there? I reckon I went down about 150. 82. All good news. I just want to know how you bash them up. I must admit, if I knew how to bash them up, I would probably be really dirty on you. It's like, is everybody just more experienced at online than me? I'm just like a noob, but online experience on the online. Could well be. I'm just a noob at it. I just don't believe. I just